Angry Guy here, and today I want to talk about something that's really serious. Doctors are abandoning medicine and society. Millennial doctors are abandoning medicine and society. This is absolutely it's a very unnerving when you consider this, because it has major implications on our livelihood and our ability to survive. Also, if you guys can hear me in the chat, just let me know. Just say, "Hey, Angry, I can hear you." This way, I know you're able to hear me. And I mean, the implications are just going to continue mounting. It's only going to continue getting worse as millennials are trying to cope, as millennials are trying to make money, as millennials are trying to live a better life, a higher quality life. They're not able to do these things because of the current economic situations. And doctors, a lot of millennial doctors, as you've seen, and I have tons of articles on it, are basically walking out. My own, I'll talk, I want to, before I read the article, I want to just tell you guys about my own experience, okay? I want to tell you guys a little bit about my own personal experience. One of you guys in chat, what's up, bro? Can you hear me? Yeah, just verify you can hear me, because sometimes the streaming software doesn't want to work the way it's supposed to. But I'm going to tell you my own personal experience that happened recently. So I see different doctors. I see a bunch of different doctors, and one of the doctors that I see is she's 32 years old, and she recently got married. And it's so funny because she basically said, "Don't call her a millennial." Like literally, we kind of butted heads when I first met her, and then we get along now. I like her, but the thing is, she like of all the crazy things that I say, because like I'm kind of like this in real life. Like I speak my mind. She's like, "Oh, I'm not a part of that generation. I don't think I'm a part." And I explained to her why she is. I give her the year. No, 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 no. Guys, millennials have had enough. Millennials are ditching everything. They're ditching their jobs. They're ditching labels. They're ditching everything. Like, they don't care anymore. Millennials are so peeved that they don't care. They don't care. All right. Look at the state of millennial doctors carrying around $1 million in student loan debt. $1 million in student loan debt. All right. Guys, these people can't eat. A lot of them cannot even eat. For every person you hear that's working in medicine right now, making good money as a physician, there's at least 10 people who have like psychotic student loans right now that they can never pay back, and they're like eating like the leftovers from their patients. Some of y'all are like, "Oh, that doesn't happen." It's true, dude. It's true. It's really happening. It's not just doctors, it's engineers, it's people in all walks of life. Millennials in all walks of life are literally, we can't buy food. Okay? You can't buy food. How do you make $300,000 a year or $500,000 a year and you can't buy food? Why? Because you have to pay it all back in student loan. You have to pay it in student loan debt, taxes, everything. You have nothing left. And then when you turn around and you say, "Hey, I'm having trouble, struggling," people look at you like, "Are you insane? You make you're just wasting your money on silly stuff." All right? You need to learn how to manage your money better. Guys, it's so crazy right now, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the heck is happening to us? Okay, guys, millennial doctors, both men and women, are rapidly walking away from medicine. You have more women than ever becoming doctors, but they're not staying doctors. They are not remaining doctors. They're quitting, they're giving up, and they're getting out. A lot of them are basically getting married and then they quit. All right. Or they work part-time. Okay. It's kind of like, "Oh, well, it's like an insurance policy. If something goes wrong in life, at least they can make money, but they don't, but otherwise they're not going to do it. They'll go to another industry. They'll go to pharmaceuticals. They'll go to something more lucrative. A lot of millennial doctors are going back to school to study for other things so they can change careers. So this article actually comes from NBCnews.com, and the source is in the description. The doctor is out. All right. And it's basically talking about why physicians are leaving their practices to pursue other careers. And this is something happening rapidly, specifically with millennials. All right. Like the news that New York University will offer free tuition to all its medical students in hopes of encouraging more doctors to choose lower paying specialties, offered hope to those wishing to pursue a career in the field. Encouraging, yeah, guys, encouraging them to choose lower paying specialties because if you can't survive. There's this notion that if you go and become a doctor, you're going to be making $500,000 a year. That's incorrect. Many make less than. There's some who make less than 100,000. All right, depending on how many hours they work, if they work part time. There's some, the average for me, for what I've seen, like a lot of the average like emergency room physician, from what I've seen, pulls in somewhere between, often, like depending on how often they work, like between $90,000 and $150,000 a year. Even a lot of doctors in private practice, $90,000 to $150,000 a year. Some do go over 200,000, but it's not a standard across the board thing. It's guys, like literally, you can't live anymore. And it's not just doctors, it's lawyers, it's engineers, it's people, it's everyone, it's people with MBAs, everyone. All millennials today are in this situation. You can no longer survive. We can no longer live. We have nothing. We have zero. 3% of the nation's wealth, and most of that is, millennials hold 3% of the nation's wealth, and most of that is held by Mark Zuckerberg. All right? Millennials hold 3% of the nation's wealth, and most of that is held by Mark Zuckerberg. All right? There you go. We have nothing. We literally have nothing. We're fortunate. Those of us that are not homeless are fortunate not to be homeless. We have nothing, and it just keeps getting worse for us. Okay? It's so funny because they talk about things like, guys, I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm headed for 40, okay? Okay, so however, becoming doctor remains one of the most challenging career paths you can embark upon. It requires extensive, expensive schooling followed by intensive residency. Let me explain something to you about medicine, guys, all right? They make it a lot harder than it's supposed to be. To be honest with you, the average doctor has something like an IQ of below 120 and only accesses like up to 110 of their so-called IQ. The average doctor is not a genius, okay? The average doctor is a normal person. You're like, well, how did they memorize all that stuff? Guys, it has nothing to do with intelligence and everything to do with conformity, okay? If you're a person who can do what you're told and memorize, and you have a half decent memory, you can be a doctor. You think I'm joking? Guys, a lot of these exams out there, the key to passing these exams is just to memorize stuff. Like, oh, memorize this, okay, and regurgitate it. You know what actually ended up happening? They changed the MCAT recently, about maybe a year or two ago, because so many doctors so many people had come into medicine and they had no human skills. Like now you're required to take classes in like sociology and stuff like that before you apply to medical school. A lot of medical schools, because and the MCAT is like in like a lot long. It's like 7 hours now or longer. I don't remember how many. It's a crazy amount of hours. And all of this happened because suddenly they realized, yeah, a lot of these young people are graduating and they have zero social skills. And they have a hard time relating to people. And in every job, it's all about communication and having the ability to talk to people and relate to people. Wait a minute, this is another thing. All right, this is another thing. We get blamed for our poor behavior, our poor habits. Like if we isolate ourselves from the world, or if we struggle with communication and stuff like this. Wait, where did you think we were going to learn how to effectively communicate with others? In college? No, we were busy getting these degrees. In graduate school. I mean, we spent our entire lives in school. All right. Guys, we've spent our entire lives as millennials in school. Guys, we're going into 40 right now, and we're still in school. 40, and we're still in school. All right? Because, oh my gosh, there's just so much to learn. There's so much to learn. And then what's happening is they're actually arresting people for student loan debt right now. They are putting people in jail and no one believes it. They are putting people in, they're arresting people for student loan debt right now. They're carting us off to jail. They're emptying our bank accounts. Whatever little money they don't care if we can't buy food. They don't care if they're going to leave us homeless. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm just so furious. I'm so furious. There appears to be two main factors driving this anticipated doctor drought. First, young people are becoming less interested in pursuing medical careers with the rise of STEM jobs, right? A shift that Craig Fowler, regional VP of the Medicus firm, a national physician search and consulting agency based in Dallas, has noticed. There are definitely people going to med school and more going into careers like engineering. There are definitely fewer people going to med school. Guys, do you notice this now? This is terrible. This is terrible. All right? And here's one of the worst parts about this. After all the so-called pushing to bring women into the medical field, they're not trying to keep them there. Okay? Women are walking away from the medical field. Because guys, it's a miserable place. All right. And this notion that people don't want to be doctors anymore because they're just not interested in medicine. Guys, I love medicine. I love it. I love figuring out how to help others. I love figuring out how the way my own body works. This is all I do. It's a big part of my life. All right. So I don't think that people are not going into medicine because they don't want to be doctors anymore. No, they're not going into medicine because they don't want their lives ruined. They don't want $1 million in student loan debt. They don't want to have to spend 5 years in another foreign country so they can get a medical degree because they couldn't get into a medical school in the United States with a 3.6 GPA because, you really should be pushing for that 3.9 or 4.0 is the golden standard. It's so funny because, how competitive it is right now. It's so competitive that, you have doctors of osteopathic medicine, which is actually a field I wanted to do. But I remember, I'll give you guys a joke. So I remember years ago, I got into a car accident and the emergency room doctor comes in and he, and at that point I was actually planning to go to osteopathic medical school. And this guy comes in and goes, I say to him, "Hey, are you a DO?" He goes, "No, I'm not a do-over." That DO. So guys, DO. So in the medical world, they claim there's respect, but if you're a DO, a lot of people "Oh, you're a DO, huh?" It's because basically, if you go to medical school to get into medical school, you still have to have good grades. So you go to but typically. Osteopathic programs look more at the person as a whole. There's a lot of people who have a 4.0 GPA that cannot get into an osteopathic medical school because they don't have the social skills, they don't have communication skills, they're not family centered or focused are focused. And there are a lot of people who will get turned away. It's a really weird, but it's because of it's this highly competitive, crazy nature. Like in other countries, isn't like this. If you go to a lot of other countries, if you want to be a doctor, you can be a doctor, and you don't pay much. You don't pay a lot of money to be a doctor. You don't pay a lot of money. It's different. Careers, guys, we're literally fighting for jobs at McDonald's right now. Oh my gosh, there's a job paying $15 at McDonald's. Oh, guys, I told you, I got an email yesterday telling me that offering me a position for $18 an hour as a security guard. $18 an hour as a security guard. Guys, I want you to think about this very carefully. All right? So I work on YouTube. Very hard. Let's say I make $200 a day from working on YouTube. I don't make $200 every day, but let's say I make $200 every day. Sometimes I make $1,000. It varies, but let's say I make $200 a day. All right, on YouTube. That is often after 10 hours. A lot of times for many YouTubers, that's after many hours of work. So you make $200 a day as a YouTuber, but you're investing 10 hours a day into creating content. Think about that. 10 hours a day, sometimes more. A lot of YouTubers, for example, the only time they're not working, like Vanessa, I think Vanessa Law, she's a good example. Like she literally has cameras in her bedroom. Like I've seen, like literally, it's crazy. Okay, like it takes up your entire life. And when you do the math, a lot of times you end up making less than minimum wage. Like it's a fact that's been known that most YouTubers make less than minimum wage working on YouTube. All right. And it's a perfect example. It's an excellent example of that illustrates where we're at right now as a society. We can't, guys, we don't have, as millennials, we don't have food in our fridges. We don't have money in our pockets. We have virtually no money in the bank, and any little money that we have, they're taking. Okay? They don't even appreciate us as people. You think about it. You go and you become a doctor today, and they don't care. They're like, oh, it's basically along the lines of you have to take care of us and do why? It's basically we have all the responsibility but no privileges, and it's like we're still children, but we're also we're like worker children. Guys, we're child workers. That's what we are, because we're not adults. We're not treated like adults. I am an adult, but we're not treated. We don't get the same respect. We don't have the same wealth. We don't have the same opportunities because they don't exist anymore. Okay? And they treat us, and we're spoken to like children. We're basically told, stop complaining. You're a bad kid. You're a bad 40-year-old boy. Yeah, exactly. You're almost 40. Stop complaining and get back to work. But I can't eat. Listen to me. Not everyone can eat every day, okay? It's because you're spending too much of your money on avocado toast. I eat avocado toast because I'm poor. No, you eat avocado toast because you're a spendthrift, because you don't know how to behave yourself. $40 an avocado. $40. This is poor man's food. I paid $2 for this. All right, I'm hungry. All right, but I can't afford meat. I can't afford meat. Luxurious meat. I would love to eat the way you do, but I can't afford it. All right? You're like, oh, you and your healthy foods, right? I'm eating these foods because it's the only thing I could buy, man. I can't even buy food right now. I'm barely like this. This is how millennials are living. I can barely keep a roof over my head right now. All right, I'm trying to avoid being hopeless right now. This is me talking for my generation. How I'm in a better position than a lot of other millennials are. Okay, because I pull in about on some years, a lot of years I pull in. Since I've been on YouTube, I think the lowest I've pulled in is like maybe 30,000 in 1 year. I've had many years where I pulled in like around 40 to 50,000, and like these years, in recent years, I usually pull in between 80,000 and $100,000 a year. More or less. But that's working my butt off. I work hard. I work hard for that money. Literally, guys, I work so hard for my money that it's literally like working for minimum wage, like working 70 hours a week. So like, oh gosh, you make $80,000 to $100,000 an hour. Yeah, and I work like 70 hours a week or more. Guys, do you understand that there are many days where I work 24 hours straight? 24. This is how many of us YouTubers are. We will work 24 hours straight or 40 hours straight. It's the same thing, and it's the same thing you're seeing with like the doctors. They're working psycho hours and they have no time for anything else. Anything else. And the thing is, like, our lives can be like, any little thing. If a patient complains, they can lose their jobs in medicine. Or on YouTube, if someone flags your video, they can take it down. And you could work, guys, in any job you're in right now, any little thing, they take it down and they condemn you to homelessness. They condemn you to homelessness. All right. And you're homeless now. Guess what? If you have any money in the bank, student loans, they're going to take it. Taxation, they're going to take it. They're just going to take it. They just take it unless you're using, guys. Let me just remind you guys. I use cryptocurrency. That's why I keep telling y'all need to decentralize yourself, and y'all need to stop using banks. Get away from the bank accounts, all right? Start using crypto. Guys, I've used a bank account in 2 years. 2 years, all right? I haven't used the bank account in 2 years now. Everything I do is decentralized so that I don't, so they don't, so that they can't just take my money away. All right. I don't forget, guys. This course is selling like hotcakes right now. This course is an expat's guide to decentralized banking and off the grid living from CryptoMoney.Academy. A lot of you have purchased this course right now, and it's basically, this was a long awaited course, and it basically, you learn how to completely live off only cryptocurrency. So now, before you think, oh wait, I like being able to go to the ATM, chill out, bro. Take it easy, man. I got this. I've got you. So basically, make purchases in stores with debit cards and have the freedom to do all your online banking. Again, relax. This course teaches you how to do all of that, all of those things, and so much more, while never having to use a bank account again. All right. And in the course, you learn how to do any and all kinds of banking using only cryptocurrency, no bank account needed. I literally go to the ATM and take my money out at the ATM. Plus, I can take out like $15,000 a day in cash if I want to. I can convert between fiat currency and cryptocurrency just like this. All right, it's amazing. We also have so you're also going to learn how to use that. So you're going to learn how to use debit cards without having a bank account, powered entirely by crypto. Guys, I have like, let me think about this right now. I have a couple of crypto-based debit cards. I've had a bunch in the past. I have a couple. I live completely decentralized. I'm completely, guys, like, there's no bank account. I don't have a bank account. There's no bank account. And like, I'm getting more, like, with every passing day, I'm better. You get better and better at it. You don't need a bank account to survive. You think you do, you don't. All right. You don't. You do not need a bank account. You can do virtually anything, any kind of business, anything. We're talking about writing checks using, you're like, writing checks using cryptocurrency? Yup. How do you write a check using cryptocurrency? Take the course, you're gonna learn. You wanna learn how to write a check using cryptocurrency? Take the course, you're gonna learn. All right. You do not need a bank account. Millennials, do not keep your money in the bank right now. For those of you that are like, oh, it's unstable. Guys, don't keep your money in the bank. Put it up. Your money is safer under your mattress than in a bank today. Do not, especially with this major recession. Guys, you know what they're gonna do to us, right? All the millennials that have their money in the bank, like little money, they're gonna start saying, oh, sorry, you can only take out like $50 a day. Just like in Greece, we're gonna have to charge you a penalty. How much is the penalty? Well, it's like $5, or they won't call it a penalty. They'll just raise the ATM fees up. So like so let's say they say you could take out $60 a day, but you're paying $5. This is what happens when you have an economic crisis and the monetary supply crashes. They basically limit how much money you can have access to. That's what they did in Greece. Look at what happened with Greece, guys. Greece is the perfect example. Greece, one of the oldest, most developed countries in the world. Greece literally fell into an extreme state, a state that you would only see in third world countries, okay? And they could only take out 50 euros a day. They would literally wait on ATMs for hours just to take out 50 euros a day. People who saved their entire lives, all of their money was gone. Everything. There was no more money left in the banks because their banks were out of money. All right, it was it. They took everything away. Everything away. You had like teenagers basically trying to do any work they could to make 2 euros. 2 euros just so they can buy a cheese sandwich. We're talking about 2 pieces of bread and a piece of cheese between it. Millennials were doing anything they could when everything collapsed in Greece, just so they could eat, so they can buy themselves a slice of pizza or a cheese sandwich, a piece of cheese between bread. This is where we're at. All right? This is it. We have nothing unless you start getting something for yourself, unless you start realizing that if you don't step it up right now, you're gonna guys, homelessness is horrible. I've done it. It's horrible. You don't want to be homeless. I'm telling you right now, y'all don't want to be homeless. I've been thinking about putting out a course for a long time, like how to survive and thrive in homelessness using cryptocurrency. But honestly, a big part of me doesn't want to put that out because I don't want you guys to be homeless. I don't want to, dude. I don't want to put out this. I don't. I care still, and like I know I shouldn't, but I just like I'm so scared. One, the course is going to take me quite a bit of work to make. Two, the course is going to be like $300. All right. So think about this. How do I feel selling a course teaching millennials how to survive homelessness? Okay. This I don't want to be homeless, and I'll do it if I have to. But I don't want this for millennials. I don't want to encourage this type of lifestyle. I don't want millennials homeless. And we're the largest, and we're making, and the millennials. We are, we're the largest growing group that are becoming homeless. I, man, y'all, this is just, it's you have to get upset at this point, guys. Our entire lives are being, everything is being taken from us. We've got nothing. We are poor. We are paupers. We are paupers. Paupers. Okay? You know, they look at the studies and they find that millennials today are making significantly less money than baby boomers were making at their age, at the same age. Guys, this whole thing about tiny homes, millennials love those tiny homes. I told guys, they're not tiny homes. They're large coffins. This is what they're doing with us, guys. They're literally convincing us to willingly go into coffins. Oh, look how nice this coffin is, kids. Tiny homes, large coffins. It's true. Look at these things, guys. What do you think they are? Huh? What do you think they are? Tiny homes. These things are smaller than a single bed, like a bedroom. All right? Your bedroom is larger than these tiny homes. Oh, but millennials love their tiny homes. No, we can't afford to live anywhere else. It's either a tiny home or a cardboard box. It's the truth. It's either, and guys, let me tell you something about homelessness. All right. Cardboard is a cardboard. People will still, like, I actually had my cardboard stolen. When you're homeless, you have to walk with your cardboard because cardboard is soft. So compared to sleeping on the hard concrete, cardboard is soft. So you can get a decent night's sleep sleeping on cardboard, but other homeless people will steal your cardboard. So you have to go and you have to protect your cardboard. And then, of course, there are a lot of people with mental illness, so you have to protect yourself. You have to constantly be on watch. And if you're smart, you sleep in groups with other people. Because if you sleep by yourself, you're in danger. You have to have other people to watch your back. All right. This is if you all really want to understand how homelessness works. Okay, you don't have the option to go to the bathroom. Okay. You don't have that option. And it's a cycle of poverty because once you become homeless, it's very hard to get out of it, especially if you have so much holding you back. Millennials that become homeless, how are they going to get out of homelessness? Answer my question. If you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt and you're delinquent, all right? Any money, if you try to open a bank account, any money that goes into the bank account, they're just going to take it. Okay? So your life so you can't do that. All right. Your credit is destroyed, so you can't do anything. You can't even buy a car. All right, at least not a decent one. All right. You don't have, and guys, you're like, oh well, clothing. Guys, how are you supposed to find a job? And the jobs today, there are no 9-to-5 jobs. I told you guys years ago that 9-to-5 jobs were a one-time luxury that are gone now. Those luxurious 9-to-5 jobs where you give them 40 hours a week and they give you a paycheck. No, those were jobs that the boomers and some of the Generation Xers got to enjoy. We're in the gig economy right now. All right. And even that they're trying to crack down on. I just don't know. I don't know. All right. Let me read. Let me put this one up here. This one is from philosophy. He says, guys, take care of the crypto staking rewards. Why have a bank account when crypto's like tens and offers 6% basic interest every 3 days? Banks are going going the way of the dinosaur. So you can actually stake your coins. And that's something you learn about in so this course art, the course you're seeing on the screen is the making is that's the expat course. Okay, let me see if I can jump back to it. Well, no. Okay, yeah. So this is the Expats course, an Expat's Guide to Decentralized Banking and Off-the-Grid Living. There's a link in the description of the video. And yeah, you'll learn how to use living off the grid using crypto, direct deposit to crypto, crypto to cash quick conversion methods, withdrawing and depositing thousands per day using crypto, sending and receiving money to and from anywhere in the world, and then converting to cold hard cash immediately, up to $4,000 to $15,000 a day, or euros, or depending where you are. And we also have an additional section, advanced banking without using banks or crypto, secret methods that will change your life. All right. This course usually goes for $600. You can get it for $299. For those of you that just want to keep joking around, that's fine, man. That's fine. Do what makes you happy. But just remember, like I'm telling you from my experience, what homelessness is like. It's a horrible thing. It's dehumanizing. It's infuriating. It is so painful. All right. We just also dropped a brand new course, making massive profit mining cryptocurrency. And we also discussed staking in the course. You learn about everything. So what is crypto mining, how crypto mining works, methods for mining cryptocurrency, different mining options that exist, and how to choose the right one, the most profitable cryptocurrency for mining. This is a $500 course. You can get it for the early bird special price of $199.99. This is actually there's only a few hours left on the sale. So it ends in 5 hours. So if you can find a link in the description of the video to cryptomoney.academy if you want to pick up the course, because there's only 5 hours left to pick up the course for $199, and then it goes up to $299. So if that's something you want, then I strongly recommend going and getting it while you still can, because like I said, no one's going to do anything for you in this life. Guys, listen to me. People only do what's in their own best self-interest. It's the truth. All right. QE says, Angry, I'd love to meet you in real life. I'd love to meet you in real life too. I want to meet all of y'all in real life. I want to meet y'all. I want to talk to y'all. I want to shake your hands. I want to look you in the eye. I want to have a conversation with each and every single one of you. I really do. I truly do. All right. I admit, like, part of me is scared because I know, like, to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to reveal who I am at some point. Like, I can't, because you can't, like, living this way. This is no way to live. And, at that point, they can scrutinize my life. They can search all my message histories and find every dumb thing I said online. They can, I don't really think I'm that important. Why you need to focus on my life to try to bring me down. But yeah, I'm at that point where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's like it's like constantly hiding something. And here's something that's interesting that happened in the comic books recently with with Superman. Superman recently revealed, this actually happened in the normal timeline, evidently. I have to, guys, let me drink a little water, because like I'm just like so angry and so furious right now. I just took this YouTube survey and I basically answered honestly. I answered because like they were asking all these questions like, are you disappointed with YouTube? Why are you disappointed with YouTube? Dissatisfied. I let them know. And I told them as much as I could. And there was more, but I gave them, guys, I'm so angry. Mickey's in the chat. He says, Angry, let me buy you a beer. Oh yeah, Mickey, I sent you an email. Respond to my email, bro. I'm taking care of, been busy taking care of that stuff for you. Guys, so I'll give you guys an example what's happening. Let me ask Mickey. Mickey, do you mind me I can actually, guys, if you end up having a serious problem with crypto, like you can't get your access to your funds, reach out to me, because a lot of times I'm not guaranteeing I can always help you, but there's a lot of times when I can help you. For example, Mickey's been having some problems, I believe, with his Coinbase account, and his account basically it's like he can't access. He can't access it, and but as a developer, I just was able to reach them and basically say, yeah, listen, I will stop sending business your way. Like literally, I just like I didn't even know it yesterday that like Mickey wasn't out. He can't speak to them. Like getting reaching them is hard, but me being a cryptocurrency developer, and also having crypto money academy, I do have a bit more swag and say. So one, I know how everything works, and it was like funny. I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, you really couldn't reach them. Like it was not possible. Like you literally have to. Sometimes when you're dealing with some of these companies, you have to go through people. You will have to have people like me that know the ins and outs of these industries. And I don't know everything, but I know more than the average person. And even the average person doesn't know a lot. But yeah, there are ways to get these problems solved. So if you ever run into something like, oh my gosh, I lost my private key. I don't know how to get in my wallet. Reach out to me, and I'm not going to guarantee you that I can get into your wallet, but there are different things you can possibly do to recover it, and there are things that you don't even know that you have available to you to get access back to your wallets. That's another thing. There's a lot of people who don't realize that there's multiple different ways to skin a cat. And sometimes you think all is lost and you don't realize, no, there is hope. There's a way of doing these things. There's a way of solving these problems. So if you're, again, there, as the industry begins to mature, there'll be more and more people, hopefully like me, who understand the technology and will work with you. Granted, I will say this: like it costs a lot of money. Like right now, I'm like I usually want to recover the funds for Mickey. I would usually charge a minimum of $1,000 plus, and then plus like 5 to 10% of whatever the balance is. I'm not doing that because Mickey is someone that I know. I am charging him. I'm charging him hundreds of dollars for this. Yeah, I'm actually charging Mickey hundreds of dollars to recover his funds. But again, I usually charge at least $1,000 plus 5 to 10% of the account balance. So for example, if you can't recover your funds, like what I'll do is I will look into it, and if I'm able to recover them for you, then let's say you have $50,000, you'd have to pay me a minimum of $1,000 up front. And if it was like 50,000, it'd be 50,000. And then 5 to 10% off that. 5 to 10% off that 50,000. So I'd end up getting around 2,500 to 10. Let me see. I'd end up getting like 2,500 or $5,000 from that 50,000. If it was $500,000, then yeah, I mean like 10% of $500,000 or 5% would be around $25,000 to $50,000. But again, at the end of the day, guys, at least you know that your funds are secure. No one else can get access to them. No one can get into them. But again, that's a good thing about this technology. Your funds are secure. All right, other people can't touch them. And that's a good thing about cryptocurrency. It locks, if you have to be responsible, you have to know what you're doing. That's why I said that we have a course for introduction to cryptocurrency, also tons of courses. And those courses are actually so good because they'll teach you the ins and outs. Because there's some of you like looking right now like, oh, I don't know anything about crypto, angry. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. It's going to be okay. You don't have to be a genius. Instead, you just have to be willing to learn. And we actually have a ton of amazing courses right now that will teach you everything you need when it comes to cryptocurrency. I mean, guys, I've literally rolled everything out for you. I mean, we have a bunch of new courses coming, including the best crypto-friendly countries for expats to flee to. This course is, guys, this is going to be the $199 this course is usually $800, and it's going to be $199 as a part of there's going to be an early bird special where you'll be able to get it for $199 for 24 hours, and it goes up to $299, and then it'll work its way up to $799. But this, like, for example, guys, like, y'all think this is a game, and then you're like, oh my gosh, where do I go? What do I do? How do I? Yeah, guys, let me tell you, you're going to be laughing when you see people paying $1,000 and are grateful for this course. $1,000, because it's literally a situation of life or not being able to survive or not being able to survive, or just, just being to the point where you're so pissed off you don't want to deal with it anymore. So that course is coming soon. I'm still working on it. We also have the Crypto for Stupid People course. That course, because you guys actually requested that I make a Crypto for Stupid People course. And I was like, at first I was like, guys, you're kidding me, right? And you're like, nope, nope. So the Crypto for Stupid People course, it's such, guys, here's the problem with making this course. This course, which is I want to release it for $199, and then it goes up to $299. But to be honest with you, this course requires so much work. It's literally teaching at a unit, like teaching students, like, well, okay, so this and this, and spending hours with students. That's what these courses are. Like, it's the equivalent of literally sitting with students and teaching them little, like, baby steps. The Crypto for Stupid People course, honestly, I might just drop it for like a minimum of $500 or $1,000 minimum. I don't know, because like it's so, guys, this is literally. It's literally like, I mean, like I'm teaching you like a preschool teacher. Like, I have to have extreme amounts of patience. It's so insane. So this course, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to offer it for 200. Like, even because all right, you know what I'll do? I'll do like an early bird for $199.99, and I'll give you guys like a 5-hour window. Whoever buys it during that 5-hour window, they get it for that price, and then it goes up to $299. Okay, and then it'll go not $299, and it'll go up to $499, $500, and then after that maybe up to $1,000. So if you get it, so I'll do like a 5-hour window. I think 5 hours is fair. I'll send out a mass email so you guys will know when the course is out, and I'll try to do a live stream and say, hey guys, I also just dropped the course. So those of you that want to get it for the lowest price possible, and get it for that during that 5-hour window. And like I said, it's still not going to be terrible, because after that it'll go up to about $499. But it's still better than paying $1,000 for it. Eventually it'll go up to $1,000 or maybe higher. But that's the situation, because this course is taking so much. Guys, you would think making a course called Crypto for Stupid People would be easy. It's so hard, because you have to break literally, I'm talking about like blocks. Like, literally, I'm using for this course, I'm doing things like using blocks, like literal blocks that children play with. All right, to make it so for those that just can't understand, like, if you can understand how how little blocks work, you'll understand this. Like, I'm literally going to that level. All right, forget about dummies. This is for stupid people, man. This is for people who just like, you know what, they just don't want to be bothered with having to learn anything. Like, it'll break it down for you to the point where you just glance it and you're like, oh, so that's how it works. And we have introduction for cryptocurrency. We have how blockchain actually works. And those are great. Those are 2 great courses that are actually help you to understand everything in the process. This specific course is for people who are just like, there are a lot of people like that who will happily will pay this amount of money just to have someone literally do baby steps like this, like the bunny rabbit does this, like literally teach you like how to tie your shoelaces. So that's what that course is going to be. And yeah, like I said, I'll send out a mass email and I will give you guys hopefully a 5-hour window. Because even that, I feel like I don't feel like selling this course for $199. But a lot of you guys are regular. You do buy lots of courses, and I'll do my best on that. I'll try to make that window open. So for those and you know what's terrible? I feel like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it like 5 hours, and then that's when people are just gonna rush in and start buying it for like $200. And that's like it's $1,000 course. So I'm losing money. So you're like, oh well, you made $200 from 5. You made, that's 5 sales. That's $1,000. Yeah, but it's $1,000 course. So I mean that's $1,000 versus $5,000. 5,000. Okay. Oh my gosh. This course is really stressing me out, because the pricing on it, because it's $1,000 course. But and like I want to give you guys the early bird, but I have like a feeling that if I release the course for 199, you guys are gonna rush in, you're gonna buy, like you're gonna start going. This is what has happened before. You'll rush in, you'll start buying the course rapidly at the lower price, and then I feel like, but I put so like this is it's $1,000 course. And so it's like, and you guys do that a lot. You do that a lot during the early bird specials, and I end up losing potential money. Because like I could make a lot more money because that's what these courses are worth. But you guys are like, some of y'all are savvy like that. Anyway, this the sale for the other course I told you, the sale for the making massive profit mining cryptocurrency ends in like literally in 5 hours. So I'm kind of relaxed because that's gonna go up to $299. So I'll feel more relaxed once it's up to $299. So those of you that are crafty enough to get it right now, you can find a link in the description video. We also have making massive profit off cryptocurrencies in a global recession. Guys, we are in a massive global recession. That's one of the courses. That course is $1,000. Like, guys, these courses, you have to understand, when you take these courses, you're going to turn around and use them to make tons of money. All right, you take them and then you apply what you learn, and so you pay $300 for this course, which is nothing. You turn around and you take that knowledge and you use it. You end up making $50,000 or $100,000 from a course that you spent $300 or $1,000 on. And so now basically the concept is, give a man a fish, he can eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he could eat for life. Look at what's happening with Tim Leoza right now. Like Tim is killing it. He's in the crypto. He's all over in crypto. He's all over in everything, video game development, everything. All right. I'm telling y'all, we have mastering crap coins. So you'll learn, it teaches you how to find crap coins that will make you massive profit. We have crypto secrets that they don't want you to know. An expat's guide to decentralized banking and off the grid living. Like I said, that course, everybody this is you're gonna learn how to start your own bank account. We have ICOs are going to take off again. This course is $199 at the moment, but it's actually this course can make you so much money. How to make massive profit from ICOs and not lose everything. Guys, this ICO course can make you so much money. Like, I mean, insane amounts of money. Insane amounts of money, the ICO course, because it teaches you the secrets that people actually use to make money off ICOs. People who participate in ICOs, people making like the millions of dollars from ICOs, those people aren't the people buying coins, all right? Like this course isn't teaching you how to buy coins, how to invest in coins. Oh, no. It teaches you how to make massive money off them. In many cases, this course teaches you how to make massive money with zero investment on ICO. You're like, how can I make massive money off an ICO without spending a dime? Yeah, you'll learn how to do that, all right? You learn how to make massive money from ICOs without ever spending a dime on that ICO. You will not spend a dime and you will make 50, 60, 100,000, maybe $1 million, okay? If you use the strategy. So that's what that course is, all right? The course is actually $1,599. It's a $1,600 course, and it's going to go back up to It's going to go up to $299 and then $399 over the next couple of days. So in the next less than 5 hours, it's going to go up to $299, and then a couple days from there, it's going to go to $399. All right, and then until it gets up to $1,600. Y'all think this is a game? We have how blockchain actually works. This course we have like a really great deal on that one, $179.99, and when the sale ends. When the sale ends in a little while, it's going to go up to $199 and then $299. Make massive profit without taking massive losses. This is a $600 course that's on sale right now for $179.99. Again, it's going to be going back up to $299. All right, and then to $600. All right, we have how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 100,000 times and make you massive profit. You can get this course for $399 right now, and its usual price is $799. It's going to be going up after the sale to $499 and then $599. So you can get it right now and save like $300-$400. Okay, we have Crypto Millionaire, secrets they don't want you to know. This course is this course You guys are going to say, what the heck? Guys, I actually sold this course. You're like, what the heck? You're like $1,000. Yeah, guys, I've sold this course. I have sold this course. Yes, I have sold this course. I have sold this course for a thousand. You're like, yep. I have sold this course. You're like, what the heck? I have sold this course, and I have yet to have a single complaint. All right, I have had zero complaints. This course I'm selling. This course usually sells for 10 grand, but you can get it for 1,000 right now. And I'm thinking about the pricing right now because like I could like I think I want to leave it at 1,000 for the Christmas holiday. This way more people can have access to it. But I'm also thinking of putting it up to 1,500. But we'll see. We have convert cryptocurrencies without using an exchange. This course is going to $299 in a few hours. Okay, for those of you that don't like exchanges, you can lose everything using an exchange. This course is going to $299 in the next 5 hours. Let me see here. How to quickly withdraw your crypto and cash from any ATM and other crypto to cash conversion methods. That course is $300 right now. It usually goes for 600. How to time the crypto market and make massive profit. That's a $600 course, and you get for $299 right now. It's going to be going back up to $399 and then $599. We have how to take profit and how to take profit from cryptocurrency and not lose your entire investment. This course is $900, but you're going to be able to get it for $300 right now, and then it's going to be going up to $399, and then working its way up to that. There's also the how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it. This course is going to be going up to about $799 very shortly. It costs $3,000. Tim actually took this course and he's been making so much. Guys, this kid's going to be a millionaire off crypto. All right, enough said. This course is $600. It's going to be going to $799 in shortly. So if you want to get it, go get it. I'm not crying. I'm not begging. I'm not negotiating with any of you, like literally like that. If you know me, like if you guys, I'm easy to get along with, and you can hit me up if you have questions. But if you need help with something, I'll work with you, but you're going to have to pay. You're going to pay me. And at the same time, again, that's how it is. Like millennials, like, listen, we need to start telling society, pay us, all right? Pay us. Because if you don't, you're not going to make it in this, all right? You need to start telling the people around you, pay us. Because nothing is free in this world. Nothing is free. Y'all think, I remember people said, Angry, you don't care about people. I care about people. And I also care about myself. Nothing's free in this world. Okay? You don't learn that until you lose everything. You don't learn that until you are homeless. You don't learn that until you have next to nothing left, and you still have to somehow figure out how you're going to survive. And it's just you and God out. It's just you and Jesus Christ out there. All right? Y'all don't know what it's like to sleep with rats and roaches, to have cockroaches crawling around you. You don't know what it's like when you get such a terrible infection that your body, it's just horrendous. You don't know what it's like to fear for your life because you're in such a terrible, dire situation that you can literally pass away. You can get tuberculosis, antibiotic resistant tuberculosis. You don't know what it's like to see someone. You don't know what it's like out there. You just don't. You don't want to be out there. I'm telling you with everything inside of me right now. Okay? Because I do care, but I got to take care of myself too. And I'm telling you, I have to take care of yourselves because we have not been taking care of ourselves. Y'all don't want to be out there. You don't want that life. Some of y'all you will not understand what I'm saying until you experience it for yourself. It's like you could tell a man, don't do this a million times, but he does not get it until he experiences it for himself. But let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all can't do it. I'm telling you right now, a lot of y'all can't do it. You cannot survive homelessness. I'm going to be real with y'all. And the notion that I need to go put out a course, how to survive homelessness and thrive, that makes me so angry. And then there are people who are going to buy the darn course. This is going to be like a $500 course. And there's people who are going to buy the course probably. People are going to buy the course and use the course to be homeless. Like what kind of insanity? Well, AM, you don't understand. I got like homelessness is kind of inevitable for me at this point. I probably am going to make the course because there's going to be a lot of millennials who need to learn how to rebuild their lives once they end up homeless. Because a lot of y'all aren't going to listen to me. A lot of y'all aren't going to listen to me. A lot of y'all are going to just do what you want to do. And at least this course will teach people, like it'll show you how to rebuild your life and how to potentially get out of homelessness, how to potentially get out of homelessness using cryptocurrency. Because that is something, like, guys, like this course, it's a course that you should buy, and you should read it, but you should also store it away for a rainy day. Like if you're sitting at home right now just screwing around, not really taking things too seriously, then like it's basically a course for a rainy day. Okay, it's basically a course for a rainy day. It's a rainy day course. All right. It's a rainy day course. Like it's that rainy day course where everything falls apart. Like what do you do when the world comes to an end? All right. What do you do when the world comes to an end? So this is going to teach you that course is going to teach you how to survive homelessness, when the world comes. Because like, guys, like, I don't know what y'all think this is. We have Introduction to Cryptocurrency. This is a $900 course. It teaches you all the basics you need to learn for cryptocurrency. It's extremely extensive. It's $300. You can get it for $900. We have Introduction to Day Trading Cryptocurrency for a Living. That's a $3,000 course. You can get it for $1,749. It's going to be going up to $2,000 shortly. We have How to Buy Bitcoins Anonymously and Through Secret Methods. You can get this course for so this course is going to be going up to $299 shortly. All the $199 courses are going to be going to $299 or higher. We have How to Choose and Invest in Altcoins that are going to increase by 10 times per 1,000 times or more. This course is $1,199, but you can get it for $299 right now. And like I said, that's going to be going up. Guys, you have to, if you want a future, you got to invest in yourselves. I've been talking so long right now, and I've been talking like this because I want you guys to. I don't want to see people as millennials, we put so much into the world, and we've done so much, and to see us walk away with forget about nothing, but like not even being able to survive, not even being able to eat, not even being able to live, it breaks my heart, and it infuriates me. Avocado toast. All right. We can't afford meat. Avocado toast. And guys, let me tell y'all something. I don't live in the United States, and guys, this is something funny. Oh my gosh. So the state that I'm a resident in wanted thousands of dollars in tax money from me. All right. When I don't even have a business in the state. Here's something, guys. This is a scary thing that some of y'all don't know. So you start a business and you don't live. Let's say you're a resident in a state. You don't live in the country, and you don't do business in the state. You don't do business in the state. You don't live in the country. Guess what? They will try to still extract money from you in taxes, thousands. They asked me for $4,000. I called them up and I said no. I said, you do know my business is not in this state, right? Well, oh yeah, but if you live here, then you have to be doing business here, right? I said, no, I don't live in the state. That's where I have residency, but I live outside of the country. And I've lived out of the country for years, about 4 years or more than 4 years now. And they're like, wait a minute. Well, they start to panic. I was talking to this lady. They start to panic because they panic because they know what they're doing is wrong. And the thing is, if you're not on top of it, they basically, what they do is they get like a default court judgment, and then you have to fight over it in like tax court. All right. And then you end up paying them for something that you shouldn't be paying them for. All right. They basically, guys, I'm telling y'all, this is what's happening. And then there are those of you, and guys, the only way you're going to make money right now is making money for yourself. Because I told you those 9-to-5 jobs are gone. But here's what they want. Once they get the tax lien on you, they can then start confiscating all your stuff. So of course, the first thing they confiscate is your bank account. And then from there, they start confiscating your personal property. You're like, what? That doesn't make sense. They can't confiscate my personal property. That's how the IRS works. That's how these states work, these tax departments. They will come to your house and take everything you own. They will take your sofa. They will take your TV. They will take your PlayStation 4, your Xbox One. They will take everything you have and they will auction it off. All right? For pennies on the dime, leaving you with nothing and still saying, oh, yeah, you still owe money. They will put you in jail. And then after you get out of jail, they'll expect you to pay all the money that you owed. And listen, if you and if and taxes. Here's the interesting thing. There are fees accruing on those taxes. So if they put you in jail and they're like, you owe us this much money, you owe us $10,000. They put you in jail for a couple of years. You get out. Now you owe them 12,000 or 14 or 15. And here's the funny thing. You're like, I was in jail. How did you expect me to work and pay any of those taxes if you put me in jail? That's your problem. That's your problem, man. Sorry, man. That's your problem. And don't think that all of y'all are going to go to jail either. You're like, oh, I'll go to jail. Nah, there are worse things than jail. Jail is, let me tell y'all something. 2 hots in a cot is not bad. 2 hots in a cot or 3 hots in a cot, man. That's awesome. All right. You get yourself, I've heard that jail can be really cold, but you get yourself a decent blanket or you get a couple of blankets and stack them up. Guys, like right now, a lot of us millennials are living that life right now, covering ourselves with at least, in like little blankets, like we're sleeping. Like, how are we living, guys? We're living worse than people in prison. All right, we're living worse than people in prison. At least these people in prison at least have their own cell. We don't even have cells. We don't, guys. Many of us don't even have rooms. All right. We don't have rooms. Clothing, they provide the clothing in jail. They provide you with laundry service. Right? So they give you an hour a day. They give you time to go take a shower. If you're not like in like extreme custody, you have a lot of freedom. You can socialize. You can work out. You can make friends. All right. You can read books. You can watch TV. You can work on your poetry. You can work on your different ideas, whatever you think. You can study. You can learn. You can take classes. And you don't have to worry about the cost of living. You don't have to worry about rent. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about any of those things. And people are like, well, jail is dangerous. Society is dangerous. Just turn on the news and see, well, look what's happening out there. All right. I remember Robert Downey Jr. actually said this a few years ago. Like he said that he felt the safest in jail. He felt the safest in jail. Is this what you guys, if that's, because like I'm telling you, that's where it's going right now. Okay. Jail life is better than this life. Guys, we're literally struggling just to grasp at straws. At nothing. What are we fighting? Guys, we're fighting to keep nothing. Literally, we're fighting to keep what? Crappy homes, crappy apartments if we have one, living in our parents' house if they allow us to, or basement, or are sleeping on their couch because they don't have a house anymore. But hey, they're like, oh, they're kind enough to let us sleep on the couch, after telling us to go to college and spend $100,000 on degrees that we can't use. And then here's the funny thing. When we don't succeed in life, they turn around and say, they tell us off, they condemn us, they shame us because this happened because we didn't do every single thing we were told. We did every single thing we were told. And then the irony is, when we tell them that we did everything that we were told, they turn around and say, oh gosh, what kind of person are you? You need to be an adult. Be an adult. We don't have any opportunities. There's nothing here. We did everything. You guys are partying and celebrating. You just bought a new Beamer, a new Benz, okay? I don't even have a bicycle, and I can't afford one. All right? Guys, I don't know if y'all know this about Uber, but Uber is now is rent. You can actually rent using Uber bikes and scooters. And I don't believe, not the electric kind. I'm talking about the ones that you step on and you're like, you're dragging it with your foot. That's what they're giving us as millennials, as poor millennials. We're renting bikes. We can't afford to rent cars unless we're driving for Uber. We're only buying cars or renting cars if we can drive for Uber, or if we're driving them for Uber to make minimum wage. If not, nope, we're walking. And we're using bikes, a bicycle. And let me tell you something. Our scooter are these little scooters like children use. A 40-year-old man using a scooter to get around. Guys, imagine this picture. Look, this is where we're at. We're heading into many of us in millennials are heading into our 40s. We use scooters, children's toys to get around. We're living in tiny houses that are really large coffins, and that's actually a luxury. That's for the millennials that can afford a large the tiny houses. Many of us have to settle for much less. Living with our parents are just not living anywhere at all, are bouncing from place to place. Airbnb is not a hotel. Because there's some people who are like trying to play this whole Airbnb thing, like, oh, well, you can just get Airbnb. Airbnb is not a hotel. It is not a sustainable way to live. Okay, that is not your home. An Airbnb is not your home. You can hear the fury in me, man. Angry, I'm listening. Maybe not the others. What can I do to get alternative accounts and I can do temporary to rack up cash? I would. Okay, so mining cryptocurrency, getting tons of so if you're in a terrible economic situation, you can still make lots of money from crypto. For example, you take the course, getting tons of cryptocurrency for free without spending a dime, without cryptocurrency for free. You can do that. Like if you let's say you don't have any money, you don't have any skills, you don't know what to do. You can take that course, that's just an example. Learn how to do that and just start raking up cryptocurrency and then selling it. Okay. So you can get tons of cryptocurrency for free and then just turn around and sell it. Okay. And you can make that a full-time job. Okay. You have to think outside of the box. There's a lot of people who do that. You can also trade cryptocurrency, and you can make enough money to survive and to live doing it on a daily basis. Because all right, I'll put it this way. Let's say you're on this service and you're doing the trades. You can generate money. Let's say you generate $65 a day or $100 a day doing crypto trading. That's low. But in a situation where you have no money or you're in a terrible financial situation, being able, the only thing you have is a laptop. The only thing you have is a laptop or a phone. I mean, the best thing it's a great option for you. You have Wi-Fi, do that, or take the mining course and begin mining crypto, learning how that works. Basically, I would just say dump yourself in cryptocurrency. Like take one of the courses that you like and use the knowledge that you gain in it to build a business around that. Like for example, Tim took like tons of these courses and now he's brokering cryptocurrencies. He's working with a psychologist to set up to start accepting cryptocurrency payments, and then he's going to get a cut of that. That's the kind of things that you have to do. All right. And Tim is like 20 years old. Some of y'all are like, I'm not going to spend $800 for a course. Tim spent hundreds. Tim has spent maybe like well over $1,000 at this point. I don't even know how much money this kid has spent. And he's taken every course and he's he's like sucked them dry. He's taken all these courses and he has sucked them dry. Like he took them and he just like took everything out of them. And now he's like just killing it like a boss. He's a boss. That kid's a boss. So there's not going to be if you're looking for like an easy path, like someone just to give you money, it's not going to happen like that. You're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to actually work and do some work, man. But, you have to start with education. You have to be good at something. But to be good at something, you have to have experience and you have to learn. So, all I can say is you should be learning as much as you can, and you should be going, and then go from there. There's some other things that I'm actually working on. For example, you can actually make an amazing income, I will tell you, from YouTube too. Or you can. So for example, starting a YouTube channel. If you start a YouTube channel, you know what you're doing. It's not that difficult. You can make tons of money off YouTube. You can make $100,000 from your YouTube channel. You can make $100,000 from your YouTube channel just like overnight, like literally not overnight. It's very fast because you don't need 10,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers is more than enough, and you can make a ton of money doing that. I actually have some courses out here. We've got creating your own online course business that will earn you massive profit. That's $1,000 course, and then we have how to earn massive passive income on YouTube. Mickey actually took those courses, and he was like angry, you outdid yourself. He's like, angry, you went above and beyond. You outdid yourself. So yeah, those courses are, you're gonna be able to take those courses. I'll put some. I'll get some. I'll actually get some. I'll send out an email. I'll send out a mass email with those courses for you because they're not on Crypto Money. They're on my other site, and you'll be able to pick them up. But those courses are expensive. Those courses are about like $500, $700. But again, for example, creating your own online business that will earn you massive profit. You take this course and you learn everything you need to learn. You basically learn how to build your own course business within a month. I mean, as soon as you take that course, you can turn around and begin making tens of thousands of dollars. The only thing that will limit you is your dedication and your hunger and your desire to get to succeed. If you are hungry, you will succeed. If you are hungry, you will make that money. Okay, you will push and push like Tim is pushing. You will take everything you learn and you will use it to the fullest. We have the How to Earn Massive Passive Income on YouTube course. That course is such an extensive course that you're going to learn what you really need to learn to become popular, how to really make money, the truth about making money on YouTube. Some of y'all are like, I can't be a YouTuber. Guys, you can have 500 subscribers. And if those 500 subscribers are loyal to you, if those 500 subscribers believe in what you're saying, they will buy your stuff because you are a authority. They trust you. People buy things from people that they trust. When you build a relationship with people, people trust you. They would rather give their money to you than someone else because they know at least they can turn to you and say, hey, what's this? Or how do I do this? Or that's the reason why. Okay. So I'm gonna have those courses out. Those courses are done, and I'll send out a mass email with those, and you'll be able to pick those up. And I'll try to maybe I'll do like a little, what do you call it, like a special on them, so you'll get them for I think maybe I'll do like something where you get them for $299 each before they go back up to $599 or $1,000. So I'll send out a mass email about those courses, and you'll get an early special and pick them up for like $299. You can pick them up for $299 for like a few hours and then whatever. But yeah, man, yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just disappointed. I'm sad looking at my generation, how my generation is suffering and how my generation is collapsing. And there's just so much. I don't know. Cryptonomy says, actually, Tim. So Cryptonomy, I'm not talking about airdrops. I'm talking about some real, there's some stuff that, like I said, y'all don't know what's really happening out there. Y'all don't know how these people really make cryptocurrency, how get cryptocurrency. You're buying a lot of you are buying cryptocurrency when it's already, when people have already made their money. You have to get the cryptocurrency before it even comes out. All right. This is the key. You have to get, you're like, what, get it before it comes out? That's right. You have to stockpile that stuff before it even comes out, and you get it for free. You can get tons of it for free, or you can get tons of it for next to no money at all. So because there's just so much you guys don't know. Me being a crypto developer, I know what's happening in the background because I've lived through it. I still live through it. So I know exactly what people will do and won't do. And I know all the tricks to get crypto for nothing and to make insane amounts of money off it. Right now, I get tons of crypto for free. I just have them coming into my account, my different accounts, and I just stock up on tons of it. And it's at this point, it's I'm just during the last economic boom, I literally had I had thousands of dollars in my account in different wallets from free cryptocurrency that I had stockpiled. Okay, that's what's going to happen to Tim. He's just going to sit there. He's just going to wake up one morning and see $200, $300, $400,000, $40,000 maybe at least in his accounts. And I'm like, what the heck is this? Yep, that's what's going to happen with Tim. He's just going to wake up one morning and just see tens of thousands of dollars in his accounts, and it just completely changes your perspective. Let me see here. Kryptonic says, Anger, I will take the courses, bro, for stupid people at the free crypto. Would casino job be a good thing to rack it up? I'm gonna be real. A casino job. Let me think. Well, a casino job, dude. I'm gonna be real with you. To be honest with y'all shouldn't be out there working for $13 an hour. All right, y'all shouldn't be working for $13 an hour. Y'all should be striving for not even for at least $100 an hour. I'm gonna be honest. Like some of y'all are angry. Are you insane? Are you crazy saying something like that? $100 an hour, guys. I push for at least $300 an hour. I really do. I push for at least $300 an hour. When I work, I'm pushing for at least 300. Usually, at least I'm pushing for really $300 an hour. When I work, I push for about $300 an hour because I have to work my butt off. Okay, and you have to see more value in yourself. You're here working for $13 an hour while some man is making $500 off you an hour. Come on, that's nonsense. You can't live on that. All right, you get just enough to survive it, but not enough to thrive. So the idea of a casino job, the only way I would promote a casino job is if you can use it to generate more income for yourself. So for example, like in the UFC, you have ring girls, and ring girls who work as ring girls, they use that exposure to gain an Instagram following. They use that Instagram following to promote themselves. So they show up at events like, oh, I'm the ring girl from this. They sign and they make tons of money off that stuff. They say, oh, I'm going to be at this club. So they, for example, clubs will pay people. Clubs will pay people tons of money. They will pay you if you're a person who is famous or has even like an online. There are people like you have 1 million people on Instagram. They will pay you thousands of dollars. They might pay you $20,000, $30,000 just to be there, just to come to their club because it's going to drag in lots of business. All right, just to come to their venue. Oh, so and so is going to be here this day. Drake's going to be here this day. All right. Okay, they're going to pay Drake like $50,000 or $100,000 just to be there, just to come there. All right, and I'm talking, and Drake is like a. To be honest with you, Drake is like someone who probably get like $100,000. It wouldn't even be surprising if Drake got like if someone would give him like $200,000 just to come to these events. A lot of people make $20,000 just to come to an event. Even guys, think about this. Even $3,000 or $1,000 just to go to a party. Think about this, guys. That much money just to go to a party. So you have to learn. You have to take jobs where you can use. You have to do work where you can use that work to make more money. But if you're just like working for like a job where you're making $13 an hour or $15 or even $20 an hour, that's not good because you're not able to piggyback off that. All right. You have to constantly be on your grind. You have to constantly, if that job, it opens up a door for you to make more money in other ways, like, to sell yourself, sell your brand, sell your business, sell your products. That's different. But if you're just going to work for like even $20 an hour, that's a bad idea. All right. That's a very, very bad idea. I understand the situation you're in, by the way, Cryptonomy. And like, for example, if you just don't have a lot of money right now, dude, I want to be honest with you. A lot of people try to start at the bottom to get to the top. The truth is, if you want to be at the top, you got to go to the top. You got to go to the top, and that's where you've got to be, and make yourself like literally. If you're constantly at the bottom, it's going to be a nightmare trying to get out from there. A lot of times you're going to say I have to be rational, and you're going to have to look for a means to get to the top and then continue going higher. That's where I'm at right now. Like I don't have time to sit and like hold someone's hand right now for like a few, I don't have time for that stuff. All right. I have to work my butt off and focus on making as much money as I can. I can't work for crap money. I can't, because I have bills to pay and living expenses. Let me tell you all something. Living off $3,000 a month is not fun. You think I'm joking? Like, oh, $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month is not fun. It's horrible. After you pay your rent, food, everything else, how much do you have left? Put away something for retire. If you're making 100,000, here's something funny. The more money a lot of people make, the more time they spent in school. So they don't even so all that money that they're getting, they end up having to pay it back in student loans. And by the time they're done paying that back, they're at a point where they just like, you know what, I'm done with this, man. All right. A lot of doctors are just like, yeah, I'm done with this, man. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I don't care about these loans, man. And they just drop out of medicine. I'm done with it. Like that's it. Okay. ESP says money makes money. I'm gonna put that on the screen because I want y'all to see that. Money makes money. Money makes money. I love that. Money makes money. That's the attitude. All right. Money makes money. You have to remember that. And people are going to take advantage. Guys, we've all been taken advantage of. We've all been taken advantage of. I had this one guy put up, leave a, I forget if it was in a chat or a comment. I think it was a comment on one of the last videos I made. He said something like, I have never made like $15 an hour in my life with my degrees and everything. Like, it's insane. Like, it's like never made $15 an hour in their life with college degrees and all kinds of $15. Guys, I want y'all to think about $15 an hour real quick. I want y'all to think about what is $15 an hour really? What is $15 an hour really? Think about this. Right now, I can get more than $15 an hour just talking to you guys. As I'm talking here right now, all right? I can accept donations, super chats, all right? Put up a little timer. I'll get $20. I'll get 15, 20. A lot of times I'll get more than that. All right? 50 an hour. 50, 20 is not. Think about it. That's how many of you are there's 15 of you watching this video right now. Think about this very carefully. All right? 2 people leave $10. That's $20. So a lot of people leave at 20. And multiple people donate numerous times throughout the stream. I'm giving you this as an example because a lot of y'all don't see how much your time is really worth. So I can go and drive for Uber and struggle to get $10 an hour as I'm driving all over the place and putting myself at risk, or I can sit here and talk to you guys like this and provide a service or something of value for you, and I can get $15 and 15 is nothing. I'm just trying to show you this, guys. You're going out there working for $15 an hour. 15 an hour. What are you doing? 20 an hour. Use your heads. Okay? Guys, you can walk around. You can walk around on the streets, pick up and recycle cans and bottles and get that and make that money versus driving yourself crazy working for others. All right? And by the way, it's not even 15 or 20 because they're gonna take out taxes. You end up with nothing. Use your heads. Come on, use your heads. This is not money. All right? $20 an hour is not money. You do not, if you care about yourself, you are not working for $20 an hour. And if you say, well, I'm just going to have to do what I have to do, until I can get back on my feet. Listen to me. You're going to spend the rest of your life trying to catch up. You have to draw a line in the sand and say, no more. No more. Well, what if someone doesn't want to get paid? Then I'm not doing the work for them. I am not working for less than this amount of money. And I call the shots. That's it. And if you think that people aren't going to pay you when if they need your service, if they need what you have to offer, they're going to pay you. Trust me, they will. When everything is going, when the recession completely global depression is what it is, really takes off and people realize it's happening, you're going to have a lot of baby boomers spending $1,000 just to buy a few crap coins. They're going to pay for the service because they don't know how to do it. They don't have the technical knowledge to do it. Sadly, a lot of millennials will be doing that too. And they're going, guys, people pay. They pay. And if you don't start taking more pride in yourself and knowing that you are worth it and that you have value as a human being and that you're being taken advantage of, how much more, guys? Like, we have nothing. Guys, we're almost 40, many of us. We have no children. We have no children. We have no houses. We have no wealth. We have nothing. Nothing. You want to keep living and it's just getting worse. Do you want to keep on living that life? Okay, because it's just, guys, for millennials right now, it's just downhill. It just keeps going down for us. All right? It doesn't get better. It just keeps getting worse because there's no money out there, guys. There's no money. All the money is gone. All the opportunity, the only opportunity that you have right now is making your own opportunity. And when you're out there, let me tell you all about homelessness. When you're out there, it's only you and Jesus. It's only you and Jesus. I'm telling you. You will learn you'll learn the real source of you'll learn the true ways of the world. Okay? Garbage. Like guys, are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Some of y'all are working for $20 an hour. How much money do you think they're making off you? You work in customer support. Let me ask y'all a question. You work in customer support. You make $10 an hour. You spoke to like 50, 60 customers, or even 30 customers. Let's say you spoke to 30 customers, and from those 30 customers that you helped, you work in customer support for Verizon Wireless, all right? And you help 30 customers. A lot of times it's more than 30 customers, could be 60 in a single day. You don't even have a moment to breathe, and you're making $10 an hour. And every customer, and on average, you are making Verizon about $3,000 a day. You're gonna say, how am I making Verizon? Because you're not doing the math. Millennials, you're not doing the math. How am I making Verizon $3,000 a day? Because they need people to sit there and work with their customers and to help with their products and services. So you are making so they call in and they're like, oh, okay, so this and this. You sell a phone to them, but you don't get a commission for selling it. Guess what? You just made them hundreds of dollars on that device. These phones aren't cheap. Guys, you talk to 3 customers in a single day and you sell like 3 iPhones. That's nothing. That's $3,000. That's $3,000 right there in products. All right? $3,000. And you're making $10 an hour. And you're struggling just to get that. ESP says homelessness is rock bottom. Make the right choices, men. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I think a lot of these guys are gonna they're not going to step up. Because they haven't experienced it, and it won't. And for a lot of guys, I thought that homelessness was rock bottom. I thought it was rock bottom for me, but the truth is, you can always go lower. If you're alive, you can always go lower. You will never, until you stop the pattern, until you say, I will not tolerate anymore. No, learning how to say no. Okay, well then you won't get anything at all. Fine. Well, someone else will do it. Good, let them do it. You do need to be good at something, but a lot of you guys are good at things you don't even realize. Here I am streaming to you guys and talking to you guys right now. All right. And I'm pretty good at this. I'm confident in myself about this. You know that. All right. You don't know what you're capable of. And we've been tricked into believing that we need to work for other people and give away our value and give away everything that we have. These jobs are a joke. We've thrown away so much of our lives giving it to other people. We have to reclaim it right now, guys. Or if you don't, because if you don't, what do you have left? You have nothing left. Life, waking up every morning, going to a job that you don't like, and no one likes their job. All right. People say they like it, like, oh, I love this. Listen, going somewhere that you don't even want to be just to make just enough money to survive, and then say, oh, be grateful for it. Bull crap. Okay. I want to live in a palace. All right. I want to have servants, and I want my servants to have servants. That's my dream. Like I want to live in a palace, and I want to have servants. I want to have the best servants in the world. Okay. Like they're almost like they're friends to me. All right. And I want my servants to have servants. I want my servants to eat well. That's the world I want to live in. I want to live in a world of such abundance that even the guy at the bottom is happy. Because that's what America used to be like when you had the middle class. All right? Where even the person at the bottom was still doing well. All right? And it's not like that anymore. All right? I know I really said a lot in this stream, but I'm just furious. And it's inside of me as a millennial, And I do feel like I'm glad that I said these things, because I haven't been able to say these things. A lot of millennials haven't been able to say these things, and I'm watching my generation end up homeless. Watching my generation completely, like we're passing away. Like our population is declining rapidly, rapidly. We're illness and all this stuff. Guys, we're disappearing. We're disappearing. All right, and nobody cares. So we have to care about ourselves, and we got to stop taking these scraps. We have to stop taking these scraps that they're trying to hand out to us. All right, stop taking these scraps, because that's all it's scraps. $18 an hour is scraps. You're like, oh, well, you wouldn't say it's scraps if you're like in suffer. It's scraps. It's scraps. $18 an hour is scraps. It's scraps. Okay, it really is. $20 an hour is scraps. It's scraps. And you're fighting for this. You're fighting for scraps, because a lot of times you won't even get that. And you're fighting for scraps. That's scraps, man. All right? Step up. Jesus does not want us to live in poverty. He does not, being told to live a humble life, it means the way that you treat others. Okay? It means be humble towards others. Don't act like you're better than other people. It does not mean to live in poverty. It does not mean to live in a tiny house, which again, I'm going to call what it is, a big coffin. Okay? I'm just putting it like that. People seem to think that Jesus believed in like this, like all this other weird stuff. Jesus, okay? Jesus, I think people misunderstand him entirely. Think about this. They say heaven is a place where there's golden roads and all this, and jewels and all this wonderful stuff. Let me ask y'all something. Why would Jesus want you to live in poverty here on earth so that you can go and live in wealth in heaven? Does that make any sense to you? So you live humbly. You're supposed to live. If humbly means living like just like in the basic means, just taking what you can get, right? That's a joke. Why? And then you're gonna go to heaven and live like a king? That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense. Oh wait, so you need to live like a pauper in this life, but you're gonna be rewarded with all the riches in the next one? That doesn't make any sense at all. That makes zero sense. What that actually tells us is that God doesn't want you to live in poverty. He wants you to live like a king or live like a queen. He wants you to have everything and then some. He wants you to have the world, and you deserve it. You deserve everything in this world. I'm telling you right now, I'm being completely honest with you. Okay? You are worthy. I am worthy. Okay? And we need to step it up. We have to step it up, guys. We can't just sit here and do this nonsense anymore. We have to make that change. Stop working for crap money. Stop letting them take advantage of you. All right? Don't let them talk down to you anymore. Pick up an expat's guide to decentralized banking and off the grid living. All right? And learn how and get all of your money out the bank before they take it. All right? Before they take it. Because that's all that's going to happen. They're just going to take it. They're going to take it. And it's going to be over for you. All right. They're going to take the money and then you're done. Also, don't forget, you can pick up my Making Massive. You can pick up any of these courses. There's a lot of courses on sale right now. But the courses I want to focus on are the expat course and the Making Massive Profit Mining Cryptocurrency course. It's like Cryptonomy. You asked me about that as well. And I think I told you about the course. Like, this is another course for those of you that are struggling, like how am I going to make an income? This is another course that you should take. This course, again, is going up to $299 in less than 5 hours, like 4 hours. I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours right now. This basically, with this course, you're going to get what is crypto mining, how crypto mining works. It's actually a very extensive curriculum. So I'm going to show you the curriculum. Introduction to Making Massive Profit Mining Cryptocurrency. What is mining cryptocurrency and how mining works? How to decide what mining methods is right for you. Mining methods, and you get that in section 2. Most profitable cryptocurrencies for mining. I actually give you a list of the cryptocurrencies that you should be mining right now in 2019. Okay, I did the work for you. Mining mistakes that will financially ruin you and how to avoid them. And then, of course, mining 2.0 and beyond. So I even teach you about the new technologies that are emerging in mining, the various methods of mining, and then finding the method that works for you so that you can begin mining immediately, so that you can begin making money right now. That's who this course is designed for. If you want to start making money right now, literally right now, as you're watching this video, this course is going to make you money right now. Like literally, you take this course, you're going to start making money right now. Okay, this instant with this course. Like I said, you got like 3.5 hours left or less to take the to get it for to get it for $199 because it's going up to $299 when the early bird price ends. Okay, so you guys actually have 4 hours and 9 minutes before the before the sale ends and all the prices go up on the courses again. So you can get it for right now for $199. You can find links in the description of the video to the course, to all the courses or to the specific course that you want. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I'm just being real. All right, guys. Anyway, I think I did my work for today. I'm happy with I'm happy with how I did things. I'm not even gonna cry. I'm like, you know what? I did my work today, and y'all can see what's in my heart. You can see me for the person I am. I try to be real and I try to be honest with you and tell you the truth. Okay, I tell you what I believe to be true, and you can do what. And I talk about my experiences. You do with that what you wish. I am so sorry for my. I'm not going to say sorry. I am. I empathize and I sympathize because I am pained by how my generation has been taken advantage of and how we have been used and how we continue to be used. And there's like I said, there is no hope for us unless we start moving forward. Walk with Jesus and go get your money and stop working for this stupid $18 an hour or $20 an hour or $30 an hour. Guys, you must be kidding me. You must be kidding me. And this whole thing about buying gold, don't buy gold. Who are you buying gold from? You're buying gold from people who hold all the gold. So the more you buy gold from the people holding all the gold, the more valuable you make their gold. And they're going to give you bits and pieces of of gold? You've got to be kidding me. And it's not even something that you can even move around. And stay away from the gold bonds market because that whole thing is about to implode. So guys, stay away from the gold bonds market. Stay away from the gold bonds market because the gold bonds market is basically a market that doesn't actually have any real gold in it. Everything is settled in fiat currency. So if you're supposed to, when the crash hits, countries are going to try to avoid the U.S. dollar dragging down their economies. So they're going to try to cut themselves off from the U.S. dollar. So here's where things get really crazy. What should be worth $1 is going to be worth like half. Like they're going to give you half. Like, oh, I want to pay using $1. I want to pay using American money. I'm sorry, we have to charge you. We charge you like $2 on the dollar. So basically, what you should be paying $1 for, you're going to be paying $2 for or more. Even to be honest with you, like paying two more, it's not even terrible. The truth is, a lot of times it's going to go from like what you used to pay, it's going to go up to like 5 times. That's how like hyperinflation works. That's what happened in Venezuela with hyperinflation, where you had prices that were kept artificially kept low for a long time, and the prices were kept artificially low for a long time, and then when companies said, yeah, we're not just won't do any business in Venezuela anymore, just to eat and survive, the prices skyrocketed up by 5, 10, 20 times. Like I've heard that, I don't quote me, but I forget if they had like, I don't know if it was like 10,000 times hyperinflation or 100,000 times hyperinflation in Venezuela. It's some insane number where the value of the money has gone to the point where it has zero value. The bolivar has no value in Venezuela right now, zero value, okay? Because they experienced like hyperinflation of like 100,000 times. At that point, the money is worth like one bill is worth a fraction. Like you have like $1,000 thousand bolivars, and what used to be worth, let's say when you convert it to American money, let's say like 700 or 800 bucks. Now that 1,000 bolivars is literally worth like not like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny. So if you had been saving your entire life, let's say you saved $100,000 over the course of your life, all right, living in 100,000 bolivars over the course of your life, living in Venezuela, and and then everything goes downhill. Now that $100,000 you saved is worth maybe a couple of dollars, and the thing is, that's if you can find anyone who will even take the money. And then of course there's the issue of getting the money out of the bank. It's no, I mean, like the value of your money has now declined down to nothing. Like literally, like you saved, it's like you worked your entire life to save up like 100 grand, $100,000 worth of money, just giving you the example. And now the value of that money is nothing, literally nothing. It's worth nothing. It's literally, it's so useless that while the government will say, well, it's still worth this much, you can't even find people who will accept it. Okay, you can't even buy food using it. So all that money, everything you did over those years, gone. All right, all the time. That's what happened in Greece too. All the work you did, all that, you're like, I'm gonna save my money, I'm gonna save my money, and now your money is worth nothing. That's even if you can get access to it. And if you do, no one will take it. They won't, guys. If people won't accept your money for business, if people won't accept your money for products, all right, because that's what cryptocurrency is. It's a means also of it's a bit more advanced, but it still is a means of replacing the bartering system. So what ends up happening in this situation? You end up having to barter because you can't use cash. That's what happens with fiat currency. Currency was designed to basically simplify the process of bartering, so that you don't, like, if you wanted to buy a house, you didn't have to pay for it using like 12 goats or like 100 goats or something. Like, this is how it worked. Like, you have to ask the other person, well, what do you want? This is what I have. It complicated things to an extreme level. All right. But at the same time, fiat currency, the problem is that fiat currency was once backed by gold. It was once backed by silver. It's backed by precious metals. And then they changed it. And now it's backed by as much as people believe in it. So let me ask you something. When people stop believing in fiat currency, right, and stop accepting it, what happens? All the value goes back to zero. Okay? And all the money that you have, imagine, guys, you're going to have millionaires in America potentially who have millions of dollars, millionaires, guys, people, maybe even billionaires. Can you imagine a billionaire no longer, like, you have $1 billion, but the amount of money, but the value of the US dollar has collapsed so much that you can't even change, like not even the government will accept it anymore. Like, guys, this really can actually also happen. The US government could turn around and refuse to accept US money. You're like, what? They can turn around and say, okay, you have up until, this is what they did, like something similar in India. They can say you have up until a certain date, and this is probably what they're going to do, guys. They're going to say you have up to a certain date to change all of your fiat currency over, and then after that, it's done. Why they'll do that is because they have all this toxic money out there that has no value. So you'll still be strapped with debt. Your debt doesn't go away, but the value of your money goes away. So now you have zero. Okay? You end up having zero. So this is possibly one of the ways how they'll wipe out all of the national debt, because we have trillions of dollars in debt. They may just wipe it out by saying, okay, well, the money, we're just not going to honor the money anymore. Like, you have about this amount of time to convert the money, and after this, we're not going to honor anymore. And by doing that, they suddenly wipe out trillions of dollars. Okay, and then they could start over from the beginning, printing out phony money all again. But they're like, oh, this time it's going to be different because we're going to be using something similar to blockchain. Not exactly blockchain, because you're not going to be able to see everything. They're going to keep it all. They're going to basically create a digital. They're going to create digital money, but you're not going to be able to. It's not going to be transparent. So now, instead of $1 trillion, like $1 trillion, like more than $1 trillion in debt, they're going to be aiming for like a quadrillion, and you won't even know how much money exists or anything. And you can, guys, they just have to press. That's what they're doing right now, pressing buttons and printing fiat currency, because like there's way more fiat currency that exists than actually exists in paper form. All right. I mean, most fiat currency today doesn't physically exist. And I don't think that a lot of people understand that. Most fiat currency today does not physically exist. There is no physical paper. All right? Most, like, all right, so for example, let's say the United States has $80 trillion in wealth, right? Or funds, money, debt, everything. But there's $80 trillion doesn't actually exist. Like, there's no 80 trillion actual printed bills. There's no actual $80,000. All of it's on the computer. And you don't even realize, you're like, well, how is that possible? Because of how banks work. All right. Because most of the money is kept in banks. Most of the money are kept in these accounts, which can disappear at any given moment. So they basically, that's why they've been using fiat currency this way for a long time. They give it's the illusion of actually having money. We really don't. The money doesn't actually exist. They scatter a few bills out there. Think about it. Even if you have $500 million in physical money circulating in the economy right now, you still have $80 trillion. You still have, let me correct myself, you still have $75.5 trillion that doesn't actually exist. And it's not like cryptocurrency where there's a limited amount of it. You can't make more Bitcoins. With fiat currency, they just keep printing more and more and more. This, what makes crypto so valuable, what makes anything valuable, including gold, is scarcity. But what happens when the scarcity, you can no longer even determine what the scarcity is? What happens when it becomes ultra scarce? But at the same, guys, I've said enough. Making massive profit mining cryptocurrency. Get that course for the next, you got like 4 hours left to get that, or a little less. For $199, then it goes back to $290, it goes up to $299, and it works its way to $499. And I like I said, if you like get an expat's guide to decentralized banking, off the grid living, that course is $300, and it'll be going up to $399 soon. Get that course. Learn how to get out of the banking system, because it's not good, man. It's not good. I've done my part. I think I've like really given you guys everything I've got for the moment. There's more, but I'll get to it later. If you decide to continue doing what you're doing, like, and don't make changes in your life, you can't say that I didn't warn you. I didn't say I didn't tell you. I didn't try. That's your life. I got to take care of myself, y'all. I really got to take care of me. But a lot of y'all aren't taking care of you. And I said this, like, you're gonna come to me years later, like, oh, Angry, could you help me? But no, I'm not. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'm not. I said I love Jesus, but I gotta take care of myself. And if you don't prioritize yourself, why should I prioritize you? I'm just gonna be honest with y'all like that. All right. All those people on fiat are gonna plummet. And plummet is like, I think plummet is a kind word, I think plummet is a kind of word. I feel sorry for a lot of the Gen Zers too, because like they're gonna get caught up in this, and like us millennials, they're gonna look at us millennials like, you guys are scumbags. Like, the way you live, like, this is the way you live. Like, this is not the way human beings are supposed to live. And like, yeah, man, we're just doing it. No. Like, this is a disgrace. Like, Gen Z is not gonna want to live anything close to the way we're living. Look at Tim. Tim is hustling like crazy so that he does not live like us. Okay, Gen Z doesn't want. Again, a big shout out to Generation X for raising a good generation. Big shout out to Generation X. Okay, thank you to Generation X parents. Thank you so much overall for raising a good generation. All right, thank you so much. That's a real heartfelt thanks for raising decent human beings. Thank you so much to Generation X for that. Okay, because these young people are a hope that they are not insane. And yeah, anyway, guys, find links to cryptomoney.academy in the description of the video. If you want to pick up a course, you can reach out to me via email if you need any help, like with crypto, brokering, crypto, stuff like that. Anything you need, or if you have questions, if you want to do a consultation with me, I do charge $1,000 an hour for consultations. If you want to discuss crypto, set up a portfolio plan. I charge $1,000 an hour, but if you hit me up, you can talk to me and I can work with your budget. It will be a minimum of $500. I will tell you, like, I won't go less than 500. And but just hit me up and let me know what your situation is, and I'll do the best I can for you. But I will let you know, you will not be like you. I charge $1,000 an hour. And that's just how it is. All right, guys. I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to just take care of yourselves. Know that you are valuable, that you have value, that you are worth it, and don't be anyone's fool. All right, don't be anyone's fool. Don't let these people take advantage of you anymore. Don't let them use you anymore. Don't let them take the remaining years of your life that you have left. And some cases, like the little bits of youth that you have before you're so old you can't really do too much anymore. All right, don't become a senior citizen with regrets. Start living your life now. Start building out your life right now. Take risk, because right now the riskiest thing you can do is do nothing. The riskiest thing you can do is not invest in crypto. The riskiest thing you can do right now is not stepping outside of society, because society is. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Love Jesus. Get your money and cheers. This was an hour and 50, like almost 1 hour and 50-minute video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this.